Hello everybody and welcome back to Dyson Sphere, Rise of the Dark Fog. Let's kick things off where we left last time. And we have our steel production here. I want to create 2 more lanes to get on the bus. One for iron and the other one for magnets, they're called. I do have a beta foundation that was built. I can look at raising up the levels here, claiming a bit of land so I can do smelting. Let's see, how do I get? I need 6. More. Come on, you can do it. You did it. So let's have a I'll just do a horizontal smelting column over here. Let's give power. These 2 will have to go. And these are gonna be magnets. An actual magnet to copy. Cannot copy from the map view. That's annoying, I'll have to admit. Let's see. I think that this is not enough space. Yeah, this is definitely not enough space, so let's do it the other way around. Oh, I need a few more items. That's 10 of them, and I need that more. So this time I should have all the items that I need. Yep. Let's get one extra space. Get the out belt. What are we doing on power? We're decent. I'll just place down that inserter manually. That will work. You can actually kind of sneak a belt here. Right. Apparently I cannot. Okay, I'll move this belt just a bit to the side. And let's get the iron smelting. But this needs to be this. Hope that's the correct spacing. It needs to pick up from here. Drop off is not good. I'll make it all the way at the top here, I think, but I need to adjust the out inserter. No. Let's place it nice and centered. Okay, we have missile turrets. This needs to be like this. Oh, lack of item. I am out of these guys. Let's increase 10. Increase the range a bit and 6 of them. Yes, please. Get the power pole in. And that's gonna be that. And again, as I was mentioning, I'm not gonna build this to scale, be able to support massive amount of products. I am going to build this to basically jumpstart the base to be able to create to automate all the items that we need. Some recipes I will actually do dedicated builds for. I know that early game I'm probably gonna use quite a few missile turrets. Missile turrets I'm not gonna need mass production. Like some of them accumulating are gonna be good. Missiles on the other hand, missiles the right term? Missile set. Yeah, missile set I will need a lot of, so this will be a dedicated build. Missile turrets on the other hand will most likely be able to do on the boss, because we'll need what? Maybe 50, maybe 100 in total at the very beginning. I do believe that, like, this is very peaceful mode, as peaceful as it gets with on bots. This build. So I will start making a dedicated silicon lane as my next build. This one can stay like this. So with stone I can make, for now at least, 2 things. We'll see about future recipes, but it's either stone bricks or, well, actually 3 things. My bad. Glass, and I'll need to get a lane of glass on the belt as well. This is a 1-to-1, but I'm gonna need 12 smelters instead of 6. But the main one, and the one that we don't actually have on this planet, is crafting silicon. Now the ratio is really bad. It requires 10 seconds, 10 stone to make 1 silicon. So it's 1 stone per second still, but the output is 10%, which is really bad, but we will need silicon, and I think that this is one of the places where playing with very high dark fog settings really shines. Get 6. Now, come on. Okay, let's do a different approach to the issue. More foundation. Grab most of them. I will bring this one over here. But now let's go like this. Merge it here and then have this should be enough. Have the 6. Oh, this is not enough. That is not enough. I want to squeeze something in this tight space over here. I might want to be able to get that one out. So, no. I will do it from here, but let's see how much it takes to get that going. Recipe here. Now, if this whole thing that I'm plotting here would start working all at the same time, my power production would have a really bad time keeping up. Let's go like this. This is gonna be silicon. Is that enough space? That is not enough space. I think this is enough space to place down the... I actually need 3 spaces. I need 3 spaces and then I need... Kind of annoying that... Like, I can put 3 backup item. Okay, I can definitely build a few more. Should be researching right now. I do want to have a bit of buffer so that when production goes down I have a bit of time to react. Really? Collides? Still not far apart. Let's make sure that we properly filter and don't overstore. Filter on. Just press the wrong key. Did I queue up? I didn't queue up any of these. Iron. That's a bit annoying. So depot can go in like that. Set the correct filter. This is magnets and this is going to be silicon ore. I don't actually want silicon ore here, I just realized. So this is gonna give me 1 at 10 seconds, and this requires 1 per second. Okay, so no point in doing direct input. Basically, the way this is gonna work is have that lack of item. Let's queue up a few more. Research has stopped for a bit. I think I still have a few items that I can research. Like energy matrix. I do want to get a drone first. No, these are red tech. Maglev is red tech. Plasma extraction and energy matrix. Let's go ahead and research those. I will queue up most of the things that are left. This is not something that I urgently need. Sure, we can queue up that. I'm not gonna use solar panels. Okay, so that's everything here. Let's pause the time for a bit. I definitely want to queue these up first ones. Okay. Crash that for a second. I want to get my mech upgrades. Definitely more construction drones. Reconstruction, that's decent to have. A blueprint, I haven't used blueprints yet, but I'm definitely gonna need blueprints. That too. Flight? Yes, I will have to automate those, but I do want flight. I did craft some of these things in advance, specifically for this. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. This is gonna produce 0.6 per second. This is gonna use 1 per second, so I'm not even gonna be able to sustain this. But let's dream big. Let's dream big. This can go here. It's power production. Fluctuating. Yes, power production is fluctuating. Do I have any more of these wind turbines? No, I do want to get more. Just come here, steal a few. I did notice that I'm missing this and got to do anything about it. I do need to queue up a few more of these. More of these again. So the main goal, I think right now, is going to be to take out this base, reclaim the planet, and not be bothered anymore. After we reclaim the base, we'll probably need to extend into the secondary planet because we don't... This is not a sustainable way of doing... What's happening here? Recipe is not set here. That's what's happening. This is not a sustainable way of producing silicon by any means, but It will hopefully give us just enough to be able to produce some microcrystalline components, produce some... there's gonna be a couple of other techs that I'll need to unlock. What's my fuel doing? I still have a bit of fuel. Now, I will keep a lane here. I'm not gonna plot it down just yet. Oh, I'm actually gonna plot down this bit. This. I am wondering whether I let's get everything. This is gonna be glass. This is going to be stone brick. As you can imagine, the boss will grow up quite a bit. There will be a point I won't have all the possible existing things in the game here. Once we get to logistic systems, we will move away from this build and have dedicated builds for everything and let the logistic bots figure out how to move things across. But for now, this is gonna be a very good starting point. This one goes over here. Lack of item. Lack of iron. Okay. So while that's going, let's go ahead. I don't have light yet, I have to remember that. This is a huge ocean here that I'm not gonna fill anytime soon. And let's see, I would ideally want to pattern. 1, 2, 3. Now I could get these a bit more condensed, but I like to align them to the grid, the actual map grid, because I think it makes placing them in random, let's say random spots, way easier. They're not random spots, they're just disconnected parts of the base. So take over this ocean, align it with a different ocean over there without having to worry too much about, oh, if I'm ever gonna intersect these two fields, am I gonna have to fiddle around with that's not matching, that's not matching. Let's help our bots for a bit. Now build, well, some of those. I do need glass, I think. My bots are struggling to build this. Let's help them out a bit more. This is draining my power quite a lot, so let's go back over the ground. And well, the irony of me saying what I've said earlier, this part of the base was built to a different reference point. It's built in the middle on the thinner lines. This is built on the thicker lines, so no comment there. Right. Well, I have a few more of these actually. To place all of them down. all. Let's see if I can help with this and that one. Okay, power looks a bit healthier now. 31 megawatts. These are gonna keep working. Make movement speed. That's actually quite. It seems like a small number, but it's actually quite huge. I will grab some silicon on me. Yes, and this one is here. This is not gonna be glass. I actually should have had this a bit closer, this side, but it's a bit too late now. Maybe I'll squeeze it in like as the first line. I will actually do that. Let's clear filters here. I'll leave that as a wild card. Lack of item, really? Again? We'll need quite a few of these. I do not want to manually produce, manually craft electronic circuits. Or those ones. Yes, research needs to keep going. So, splitters. Batch of 5. Don't have stone. Fortunately, I do have a stone here. I can right now just connect this line here over there somewhere. That's good. So one of the most basic resources that I thought about is copper ingots. We need copper ingots. There is a... That's my starting copper. That's not gonna give me... Let's see. That's not gonna give me too much copper. There is this patch over there. That's quite far away, I think. I'm trying to decide between this patch and, well, only have two options, this patch and this patch. I think I'll use this one though, and the reason for that is because it's slightly closer to the rest of my base, and I can more easily defend everything once the attacks start pouring in. I don't know if we'll ever get to a place on this planet where attacks will actually be pouring in, but in case that happens, I want to be prepared. Go like that. This one. Not go like this, why not? Gonna be smelting copper, outputting this belt. Come on, you can do it. Six of them. I don't need. Actually, don't need power here because I've built of the turbines. Let's see. Let's drag this. I'm gonna go behind lines here. Wait. The way like this apparently. Out of belt. This is a lot of belt that I needed to drag. Fortunately, we have plenty of belt here. I can do battlefield analysis now. Get a bit of silicon. And I'm actually capped on steel. Let's get more steel. Get a couple of these going. They are quite expensive. They do require a huge amount of power when they're working. Not that little power drain on idle either. But I do want to put a few of them around the base. I'm out of glass. Could get that silicon into here. Let's organize a bit. Set more filters right now. This one has a pretty decent coverage area. Let's get one there. I will squeeze another one over here. That's not the best place though. Do it over here. I want somewhere where it can not be in the middle of everything, but still be helpful. So maybe let's do it like that. Sure that the research can still press. Okay, that's good. This is going to help with building quite a bit. What's my power doing? Okay, we can kind of sustain having those things there. My fuel has been depleted, so I will fight yet. Actually, this is flight. Will DQ. First of all, I want to get fuel. trying to remember what I'm gonna need energetic graphite for. I know it is required for red science, but from the top of my head right now, I do not remember any other recipes that this is gonna be used for. So I'm just gonna build a temporary facility here just to produce some energetic graphite. Let's build in that direction. Sure that this is powered. I will leave this be for now. Actually place down more facilities. I will place down more facilities once I move towards red science, but for now I think that this will do. I am going to need 60 of them. So blueprints are ready. I want to get some coal. That is enough coal. Let's get the remainder of the coal in there. And let's get some trees. Where are my chest? Here's my chest. Need a few more trees. That's enough trees. Let's get rid of some of the junk in here. Of junk in here, actually. Almost there. Crafting speed on this is 2 at 2 seconds, so this is gonna produce half a belt, full belt of coal. Something good enough. Get rid of that excess there. And I do need 150 and how many of these? 50 of these. Can I produce? I can actually produce 50 of those. So let's go ahead. Yep, 50 of them. So while that's going, I am going to start and get some of the materials produced on the main boss. And we're gonna start with magnetic coils, then circuit boards. Circuit boards, prisms. I will have a dedicated lane on the boss for that. I won't produce that on the boss because that's glass, that's stone, so this is basically a dedicated encapsulated build. No need to bring things in this very tiny space here. And well, microcrystalline components as well. Gears, again, won't have them built here. It will be a dedicated lane. But let's go ahead and get a couple of builds done. Let's get this one first, magnetic coils. So, I'm missing like that. And foundation required. I will need to fill part of this lake. I don't need to fill too much. Oh man, I'm so out of soil. So once this space runs out, I will need to go scavenge soil. But anyway, let's ignore that for now. So the way this is gonna work is I'm gonna leave a bit of space here, maybe like that. This, what's the recipe here? This requires magnets and iron. I will put the magnets lane on the inside. So magnets are gonna be over here. No, and this one is gonna be over here. So this is this line. This will jump over the other lanes. So I do want the lanes that I'm taking out to do the weekly thing. I do not want the main boss to bounce. Let's take all the lanes up. And I do need coal for the next research, but I will leave it hanging for a bit. And this is gonna be the outline. Let's take it only to here. Dead in the center. Power pole will go over here. And the next available lane is gonna be, I'm gonna go with this one. So this is gonna go into a splitter. It will have a storage. Let's take that one out. Filter this on magnetic coils and pass out. And we're gonna follow the same pattern for electronic circuits. That is the first two lanes over here. Cut this one out, get the first splitter in here. This one needs to be like this. This a bit further out. Be the first line. Bend it over like this. I do need to build other lanes. This is pretty wasteful on belt. That is for sure. That's the chest. Change this to change the recipe here to circuits. Purple down. If I need to, I can definitely extend these, I think. And if I really need to, we can also always bring more lanes and just have them hook in after a lane of a specific resources being depleted, a specific raw input resources being depleted. So it has a bit of room to grow. I don't think we'll ever need to grow that much, but let's see. Anyway, we're getting close to time on this episode. Yeah, I think that this is a good time to make a cut here. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you here next time.